everyone. I am Sana Fatma and today me and my group members are Sayyid Arisha Najam, Sharin Ali and Mubaraka Shabbir will be presenting you our project for data structures 2. So our topic for the project is range trees and today we are here with a short story of a researcher who has been assigned a task of making observations on alternating trends of COVID statistics and trace the need of medical aid, that is vaccinations, across the region of South Asia. Quite interesting, right? Let's see how he solves the problem. The researcher William has been trying to make a beneficent and optimized use of dataset in order to complete the assigned task. This optimization can help him to observe the alternating trends of COVID statistics. His goal is to research about how every country is affected by the deadly virus and prepare a document specifying the amount of medical aid which needs to be supplied to that country. He tries to access the data manually but faces difficulty in searching for larger dataset for particular attributes which can help him in making important decisions. With every clock cycle, he is getting more and more confused as to who should he seek help from. He thinks of his friend who has just completed his bachelor's in computer science and without giving a second thought, he calls his friend.
Hello, Christina. How are you?
William, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yes. Listen. I urgently need some help from you.
Is everything alright on your side?
Kind of. So I'm actually assigned a task and I'm so much confused about how to work on it. So I have a huge data set with me and from that I'm supposed to make deductions on changing trend of COVID, in an optimized manner because there exists a huge cause behind making these deductions. These deductions will basically help my organization to trace the need of medical aid that needs to be supplied across South Asian countries. Well, I was struggling. I had a thought of you that maybe I can ask you to design some way for me which can help me in performing searching on specified ranges or area on particular attributes. I hope you are getting me.
Oh, relax. I somehow got your problem. Can I have a look on the dataset you have?
Of course. Here you go.
This is a dataset which is for 7 South Asian countries and it contains statistics for these 19 attributes. By attributes, I refer to these columns. One more thing, for each country, we have around 500 rows that covers data from 24th Feb 2020 till 16 May 2021. I think I can make a beneficent use of this dataset by performing searching on specific set of data of particular attributes. For example, it will be useful for me to look at new cases in some range of data that have come up in a particular country. Yeah, so I guess that's it for the dataset.
Data shown to you by William has been picked up from an online platform. You may find link in the references. After analyzing the dataset and the requirements that has to be met, the developer found that his friend William basically needs to search for some specific ranges for his choice on particular attributes. Here comes the concept of range queries, which can be performed through a data structure in an optimized manner.
Well, I don't have any idea about what range trees are. Can you explain it briefly?
Suppose you want to work on the age of 100 people and you want to retrieve all the ages between 30 to 90. So geometrically speaking, these points are the points on a simple number line. One way to approach this problem is to build a balanced binary search tree with data stored in leaf nodes in a sorted way. Now, to find the points within that range, we can simply apply binary search on 31st and then on 90. For the final answer, we will simply traverse all the nodes falling between them and return them in our results. And here we have the desired results. Only a one-dimensional case, but we can generalize range trees to higher dimensions. For example, let's take a two-dimensional case, then only the difference would be that on every node we would have an associated tree sorted on y coordinate. So we would have a main tree sorted on x coordinates, and every node in that x tree we would have an associative tree sorted on y coordinates, and in both the trees the data will be stored at the leaf nodes. It's pretty simple, right?
Sounds nice, but I'm still confused about one thing. The dataset I have is so huge that I don't know how much time and space it would require to run it over a specific range.
And complexity for range trees is pretty good. It can search all the results within the given range in order log to the power d times n plus k. While the space complexity is not so good because they do take a good amount of space in memory.
Oh, thank you, Eddie. Finally, I have some hope. I look forward to the end product. Do update me, please.
I will try to do it within 3 days and will let you know.
Christina then completes a task along with her three friends, Sophia, Aina, and Eva. Being super sharp in programming, they are dividing the task among them. They then test the prepared data structure on various scenarios. By scenarios, we refer to the 1 and 2-dimensional searching on dataset as per the user input. For the practical demonstration of our work, we have designed a user interface using Python. Interestingly, in Python we have so many creative libraries to work with. In next few minutes, you will see the interface we have designed using Tkinter. All of these friends work day and night to help William since his project has some great cause, that is to help mankind in these tough times. By the end of the third day, Christina calls William to tell him that they are done.
William, I have a good news for you. Without wasting your time, allow me to tell you that we are ready with the solution I told you. You may visit me right now so that we can celebrate.
Yes, coming.
So before celebrating, let me show you how it works. So me and my friends will perform searching using range queries.
Coming to graphical interface, the part I like the most, let me tell you that here we have used a Python library named as Tkinter to create forms. So the function where we are actually creating the appearance of the form is this, where we have variable for the background image. We are loading background image over here. We have required labels, then buttons to perform some particular functions. Then we have combo boxes. We are populating those combo boxes through CSV files, and yeah, each button in this form has some purpose with it. Like the add button adds more fields in it, the clear button resets the form, and the search button is the one where actually magic happens. Which takes us to the final result. So we have incorporated all possible constraints in this form also. Like we have a constraint that the range should be an integer, otherwise it will give you a message box that says the range should be an integer. Then there is a constraint that the from entry of the range should not be greater than 2 entry, then otherwise it will give you a message box which says that invalid range for that searching. Then we have a constraint for date as well, which tells you that whether the given range of date is valid or invalid or not. So let's have a look on this form where we can see that the user can either search for all countries or for one particular country. Then we have calendar to set the date. The from date we can set from date from using from button. The due date can be set from using to button. And since our range is invalid, it says that invalid range for date. And if I set the right date, it happens. Then on add field, we can have more fields in it. By clearing up, I can reset the form, and by searching, we will perform searching on it. Note that all the constraints I have just told you get checked on this search button, and the entries from this form is then taken to the function discussed before, where we are creating range trees and then the searching occurs.
Okay, so first let's demonstrate searching on 1D range tree. Here we can select the country as Afghanistan, and clicking on the calendar button, we can select the range of our date, that's 4th May to 8th May. Then clicking on the search button, an exit file would open, and the ranges of date would be from 4th May to 8th May, as you can see. Okay, so for 2D range tree, let's select some other country like Bangladesh, and the date range, let's give it from 1st January 2021 and till 28th February. We can also search by total cases or some other field. So let's select total cases ranging from 530,000 till 550,000. 550,000. Clicking on the search button, an Excel file would open, which will give us our desired result. So yeah, that's it for the form.
So here's how searching is implemented for both 1D and 2D range trees. So the first part of the searching algorithm is finding the split node. The split node refers to the first node in the tree that lies within the given range. So it should not be exceeding or exceeding the range. Therefore, if the value, if it lies at both left right subtrees, which is how 1D searching is implemented. When we proceed to 2D searching, firstly, the split node is found through the X dimensions. Then it is checked if it lies within the range according to the X and Y dimensions. If it does, it is added to the result. Then for both its left and right subtrees, we check for the values that lie within the X range. If they do, then 1D searching is performed for their Y subtrees to find the values that lie within the Y range. Once these values are found that are within the range according to both their X and Y values, these values are added as tuples to our result, and the final result are all the nodes that lie within the X and Y range.
So thank you everyone. Stay safe and get vaccinated.